Hello friends, and welcome to Shadowfax Games. I'm going to keep playing Disco Elysium. I think this is the third episode of this I've recorded tonight. That box is locked. I think I'm seeing that white means it's locked. I can't access it. Yeah, so I just finished talking to Everett again, Everett and Claire. So I did get some information about him. I can get my gun back. But I seem to be running into dead ends because I need to prove my authority to Titus, and that's locked unless I can boost my authority. So I'm not sure how to progress that. I think I'm gonna go, I did discover one of the mercenaries with the scabs, and had a conversation with him, and he's very clearly one of the mercenaries, even though he hasn't admitted to it. So I think I'm gonna go report to Joyce, and Evart doesn't seem to mind when we report to Joyce. Evart has a lot of schemes and plans. He's not very trustworthy. We forged the signatures. I might also check out that apartment he wanted me to look into, because I do still have the key for that, I'm pretty sure. Even though, yeah, I'm hoping that won't mean he has access to it. I'm hoping that part of the event has passed. Yeah, so here's the one mercenary here. Haven't picked up any bottles today. I need about 3 more real to pay rent today. It's only 10 o'clock, so I've got the whole day ahead still. I'm curious if I can sell this guy clothes.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You're from the Apricot Suzerainty, right?
The lieutenant winces at the words, slightly. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I'm just gonna let him answer.
That's right, officer. But it's a bad scene for business there. Too many regulations. Extremely bad for an independent local entrepreneur. Hey, why not support this local entrepreneur? You can start by buying a pair of sexy pants or cool sunglasses. Maybe some macaroni?
I'll leave you to it for now. Yeah, so he doesn't buy clothes. I gotta figure out where I can sell my clothes. The other side of the street is open. I can do some more exploring over there. There's gotta be a lot more to find. Sorry, the other side of the canal, not the street. These two guys again, I'm just gonna walk through their game. I don't think I have much more to do with them. I've decided not to draw attention to my new boots to Kim. Surely he's noticed them though, because they're massive.
There it is again. There's a spectral scent haunting this pair, no doubt. And it smells like sea brine mostly. Because it's a pair. Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides of capital.
Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
What do you smell? The first thing that strikes you is the overwhelming brine. You imagine yourself underwater. A 100-legged arthropod scuttling along the murky silt at the bottom of the sea. But then the unmistakable reek of seagull shit hits you. Buoyed along on the air currents. An acrid melody atop moldering cords of wood rot and heavy fuel oil.
Everything in order, detective?
I'm working on developing my political consciousness.
You're developing your... You know what? I just leave you to it. Carry on, detective.
The lieutenant lacks your highly developed politico-olfactory cortex. The smell is undeniable, and it's coming from that balcony up there.
You mean from Cindy?
Certainement. A precocious communist youth. a symbol of a kinder, more hopeful future. Now's your chance to establish contact with your revolutionary brothers and sisters.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Pissler and Fuck the World sent their best.
I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Skulls are silly, what are you even trying to achieve?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinez, no gunshots, no sirens. The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
Hey sister, let's talk politics for a minute.
And what do you know about politics?
My nose told me that you're also a communist. We should team up, join forces.
Well. Sounds like quite the snout you've got there.
Your olfactory department wants you to know that it accepts no responsibility for wherever this line of interrogation leads you.
Sure. I know someone who'd love to talk that ideological stuff. You're looking for Steban.
Who's Steban?
A right communist who runs a mega cool and very secret meeting.
Does this Steban happen to go around in a white jacket?
He might.
Will you help me find him?
No.
The lieutenant let slip a sigh that seems to suggest this turn was utterly predictable.
Is it money you want? Here, take some. I've got plenty.
Keep your money. What I want from you's better than gold.
What's that?
A wicked grin extends across her face.
Oink for me, piggy. Just once.
I'm not oinking for you.
Be a good pig now. No oink, no goods.
Come on, this is no way to treat your revolutionary brother.
Wrong! This is exactly how I treat my little brother.
Oink.
Well. Seems like we're dealing with one tough pig. I'm impressed.
The lieutenant, needless to say, is not impressed.
Sounds like you're really serious about meeting Steban. It's touching. Sort of. Steban's group meets only at night. In an old room in these apartments here. It just so happens you're in luck. Their weekly meeting is tonight. Poke your snout around sometime after 10 p.m. and you might just find them.
Hold on, what else can you tell me about this Steban?
Just that he's a real communist. Not like the play acting you've been doing. The rest, you'll have to see for yourself.
Why do I feel like there's a catch?
Oh, smart pig. Because there is. See, Steban's a bit on the paranoid side. He's got all these mega secret passphrases to keep out infiltrators and the like. You can't join the meeting without one.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but I wonder whether it might have something to do with that phrase Mañana mentioned overhearing.
Oh, right, good thinking, Kim.
The lieutenant nods.
Guess this is what happens when two pigs put their heads together. That's enough. Off with you then.
So we've got two things after 10 o'clock tonight. Catch you later, Cindy. All right, let's talk to Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge, by the way.
By love, you did.
She is memorizing your badge number.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
So I can't, so I've been dealing with Everett again.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it?
To a nameless settlement down the coast nearby.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
You've been to Martinez before?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Sounds like you miss those times.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
He wants to build a youth center here for the children of Martinez.
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
So you're sad you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information?
He asked me to open a door.
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
Had to be done. I got information. It was useful to the
That's
case.
good to hear, Detective. Police work is rarely pretty, but it sounds like you did what you had to do.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal, and it was not for nothing.
This seems serious.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
He means beyond the coming days and weeks, or the grasp of newspaper and radio reports that may trickle to your desk if you ever return to Precinct 41 in the far future.
Everett says the Wild Pine sent mercenaries after the Union, and now one's dead.
Misinformation. This is all because we haven't shared information on the lynching yet. See? Already the adversary uses it to their advantage. Don't let him. Hurry up on that probe. The moment you tell me you're finished at the traffic jam, I will gladly tell you the company's side of the story.
She must really want you to look into the drugs. Otherwise, she'd tell you.
That's all I've got to say.
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about.
I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Now,
That's all for now. Alright. What is this? It's a dumpster, I think.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah, why? It's a wall.
Why must we stop to...
Alright. I'm not even sure what my next move is, to be honest. Let's look at the checklist. Is there anything we can get done? I don't want to do those two. We can send the body to processing now. Let's do that. I got the boots.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Search the body one more time thoroughly.
You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin, or what to even do with him.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
Alright, we're gonna have to retry that. What sort of a check was that? Perception, so I need to increase perception. Okay. What's this? A cellar window, people's feet shuffling by on the street. Okay, so couldn't we see through that from the outside? Hey, there's another bird. Or is that Gartsford? Yeah, so couldn't we see through that from here? Alright, I'll put the flashlight away. Yeah, I guess we're gonna cross over. I don't have anything else to do. Trying to remember where I should be going is a bit of a... This game is a bit of a maze, so it can be a little bit problematic. Okay, so at this point, I'm not even sure what I'm looking for over here. We need to make progress. Can we go this way at all? Oh, hey, this... No. This isn't open. Okay. There's the... We could get the traffic jam going, but I need to solve the drug case first. And I don't have any leads on the drug case either. Yeesh. So, this is... I'm just going to explore and see what I can find. I think that's the best option. Should I talk to this lady up here now that I decide to fake the signatures?
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who? Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Yep. Be seeing you. Alright, so... Can I talk to these guys?
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man, clad in a two-piece Lycra TM tracksuit, puts down his Pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang.
Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak.
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5. Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Please! Please don't go! Don't go!
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
What is a Tequila Sunset? You keep saying it.
It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
No, you sure don't.
Maybe?
Maybe. You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be. You look like you want to hear the tale.
Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth.
Wait, did we meet on Friday?
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
It is. Does that sound like something you'd do? Yeah, probably. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this, we get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for tequila sunset, the end of all things."
Oh God, what happened next?
Your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty and through the ice.
The muscles in your right leg tense up.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
My real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long did we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge? You said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Did I say anything about my colleagues?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.
Did I say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Did we talk about politics?
Yeah, you said that you'd really behaved unreasonably and failed to uphold your responsibilities as a representative of the coalition.
Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid."
I don't need to hear anymore.
It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Do you want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
Yes, want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral?
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar. You might get scammed here.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
Here I've got a potent Pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high-concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high-concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Did the jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
Go on.
I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You gotta be shitting me.
I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay, so what happened next?
I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like
What?
nothing you've ever heard, huh?
Wait, is that it? I feel like there's some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, I didn't have any ID on me, so they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
There's this black point in the world, the whole. It's already claimed an entire commercial area. Maybe you're another one of its victims.
This would explain a lot. I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these 2 bums. God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty 2-piece Lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these 2 drunks.
A lost jacket? Sounds like a mystery you could look into.
What was the name of your agency?
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Art Cop? If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
That's so high concept, I have no idea what it means.
I know. It was fucking awesome. Until I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
What's up with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing 2 jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. Randomized trials have also found Lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time.
What about the other drunks?
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
Don't call Abigail.
And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
What's this about a lost jacket?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my Lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
I already found a filthy jacket near the boardwalk.
Holy shit! Tequila, how did you... Never mind, I don't care. Just let me see the jacket.
Give him the jacket.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
Be seeing you.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
Wash the dirty jacket. Okay, what do we need to level up? Perception. Let's level up perception. And maybe we can pass that check with the body. Alright. That was fun, not necessarily informative. I'm just gonna... Can I not go any farther this way? Yeah, it's not gonna let me walk around that. Interesting. Yeah, so this is the edge of the map, huh? At least for now. There's something over here. Looks like I can interact, but not really. What's this? So there is a way up here. Oh, yep, okay. I see where we're at, sort of. Haven't really found a map.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall.
Oh.
With another 7 shades, a cold sea wind.
Okay, we've been there. Yep, so... I don't think we can go any farther. Yeah, I don't think we can go any farther along. This door is not only barred shut, it's inaccessible. Ooh, what's in here? Found Peepo Peepo. It's a hat, so it increases logic -1 to perception, -1 to rhetoric. Okay. Yep. All right. So nothing doing along here. I could probably get the bag out and get some bottles. Let's do that. So I'm kind of like stuck. It seems like hopefully my gun might give me a hint. This isn't what I wanted. This is what I want. Interact.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Why did I fondle the jacket again?
There is no why.
Let's put it away then. Alright, so I need to wash that when I have a chance. Tools. Nope, no trash. Well, there's trash, just not bottles. What is this? Yeah, I'll take that. More bottles there. There's coins over here. As always, I have to scrounge to pay my rent. If I had someone I could sell my excess clothes to, that'd be a good way to pay rent. Okay, so I've examined that mural. Do I want to check on the cages again?
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts, most of them.
Yep. It's okay. Is that a bottle? It is, but I can't pick it up. Yeah, so just looking. At my to-do list. I could do the ice bear again because I just increased my perceptions. Maybe it'll help. Let's check out this trap really quick while we're here.
A few locusts.
Yep, no more. Okay, I know about those guys. The church is over this way. The fishing village is this way. Interesting. Can she wash the jacket?
The old woman still hums her unknown song. She opens her eyes to acknowledge your presence. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
I found this jacket, but it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
I could use a breather before another rainy day begins.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
What is the song you're humming?
A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
What's it called?
Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
I'm off. Got 26 minutes left on that. So I'm gonna return this guy's jacket to him.
Tequila Sunset.
Here's your jacket, fresh wash.
My jacket?
The one that you had me clean the seagull shit off
A
of.
look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
So you're saying this isn't your jacket?
Faun? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
I went through some dark shit to get this for you. Take the fucking jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
Be seeing you. Alright. I could have kept the jacket, but I just wanted to be done with that. Alright, still get yourself organized. Convince Gart to let you... So none of these are really with the case, except going back to the body and trying to investigate it again. Interesting. There's something under here. Yep. Okay, that's locked. Take money. Scavenge for money. Okay, so I can't cross the road from the fishing village. So it seems like I'm pretty much stuck in this area. Well, what's down this way? Can we get up through here? There's a gap over there. How much farther down can we go this way? There's where my car came down. Okay, so this is blocked off. So until the bridge opens up, we're stuck in this area. So we can't investigate further than we've done. Yeah, because this is all blocked off. Okay. Kim keeps being passive-aggressive about how much I run, but I'm gonna keep running. It's good for him. I'm giving Kim exercise. Hey, can't go any farther that way. There's the pawn shop. Alright, yep, coming down here. Anything that boosts perception. This one boosts drama and electrochemistry. Perception compared to a +2 authority minus. I'm gonna put those on. Yep, okay. So we're boosting perception +1. And then I also got this is a hat. It's my current hat do. +1 reaction, -1 rhetoric. +2 logic. I'll put this on, but after I make this check. Alright. Switch the bag for a flashlight. We're doing this. Let's see if we can make this check now.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Okay, we can do this.
Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Squeeze his nose.
You pick it between your fingers. The mess is even larger than your nose. Very porous somehow. Like it's about to pop. Keep crawling, lest you break it.
Put your fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, Right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Say fuck yeah.
Keep going.
Touch it with your finger gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem.
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Push deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. This is what he used to regulate his emotions with.
There's a cavity cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper, until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack. A protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Okay, we're gonna give it a try. Hopefully we don't get a critical fail.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead.
A bullet.
The lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. You drop it in.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-calibre. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Can I have it?
Of course. You've earned it.
The lieutenant drops the bag in your bloody hand. It feels light.
Looks like we need to add one more item to your injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Wasn't that what we thought the last time?
That was then. This time we have extensive tissue destruction away from the wound track. This time we have a bullet.
Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
The ligament marked the fractured hypoid bone, it was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Dead dabba doop doop. Agreed.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There was no satisfying explanation. There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged.
Maybe they just shot him while they hanged him?
To put him out of his misery? It's possible, but it doesn't explain all the other dubious things here. Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me.
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here?
Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You'll be gone? What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks, and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Let's bag him, Kim. Take him away.
All right.
He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling plastic over the dead man's face.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Bag the corpse and drag it to the motor carriage. Glad we got that sorted out. Okay, so the motor carriage is gone. Alright, so let's put the flashlight away. We don't need it out here. Let's interact with the bullet. Interact.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
What do I do with you, bullet?
The squished little thing has no idea. I know. You should find the gun that shot this bullet.
Find the gun that shot it.
That sounds like something a police detective would do. First, you should learn all you can about this little guy. Then find the gun that shot it and the person that gun belongs to. He used it to kill your victim. Neato.
Alright, before I continue with this, I want to boost drama. Okay, I should wash off the death smell. Alright, so that actually made some progress. We also completed this thought, so... Yep. Breakthrough imminent, not quite there yet. Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. The core is lead. The brass jacket probably didn't cover the entire bullet. Otherwise, the softer metal wouldn't have expanded quite like that.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. What's interesting about the bullet thus far?
It's a soft point bullet with a lead core and a brass jacket close to 8 millimeters in diameter.
Exactly. A very unusual jacketed bullet. One that would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzle-loader like those typically found on the streets of Martinaise. Very interesting. You have an unusual military-grade bullet in your hand. Now all you need is to find a gun that could fire it.
Was he killed by one of the mercenaries? Try to determine what type of weapon shot this.
A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Bella McGraw rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order. Back at the station, the lieutenant is standing at a counter, diligently filling out paperwork to hand over to a tired records clerk. You should share your findings with him as soon as possible.
The bullet has nothing more to say. Alright. Yes, all very useful. Locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. I think I know who I can ask about that.
Call the Mama Dakwa. It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin has become an organ of hearing. Looking for a whisper, light and low. A god who's very, very silent. Nothing escapes you. A cockroach in the other room. A candy wrapper falling on dry grass. A drunk falling from a chair in a bar 20 meters away. In fact, you haven't heard the Call du Mama Dakwa, but you have discovered that you have amazing hearing. It must be the only part of you the alcohol hasn't drowned out. Keep listening.
That gives me +3 to perception, -1 to encyclopedia. That is very useful. Yeah, I'm glad for that. Alright. I am going to... Hang on, can I pick up this cup here? Then I'm gonna go take care of the smell of death. Nope.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
Run yourself a bath?
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Undress, close your eyes, and submerge.
The water doesn't feel particularly clean. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks like sad duckies. You pause to think before letting your head go under. Hold it right there. Keep your head above water, or you'll lose all those pheromones Morel sprayed on you.
Keep your... Yeah, I don't care. I just want to be engulfed.
The lukewarm water is comforting, like amniotic fluid.
Take the beer cans out.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Linger in the tub a little.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
Yep, get out.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Alright. Took a bath and leveled up. Let's put something into... Reaction speed has been useful, or hand-eye coordination. Yeah, let's do reaction speed. All right, let's try the expression again.
The mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with...
Let the mirror be for now. Gotta let that reset. I'm gonna knock.
The door is closed. Still nothing.
All right. So, I don't know who made the phone call. I think I know who might know about the murder weapon, so, we might want to do that. I'm gonna switch back to my other boots. Especially now that I have +3 in perception from my thoughts. Yep. Anything new from you?
I've got nothing to say to you.
So, I think the old soldier might be able to tell me about the guns. Here he is, right here.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Nope, doesn't give me an option. Do I want to try to impress him with my heroics?
Unfortunately, There doesn't seem to be anything worth mentioning among your achievements. You should resort to good old lying.
Lying just isn't my style. I'd rather go back to questions.
But of course, sire. Looks like they're waiting for you to speak.
Thank you for your time. Alright, so I can't actually ask him about that. So, I want to try talking to Titus now that we know he was shot. Let's see if that reveals anything. Hello, Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
I just found a bullet in the hanged man's head.
A bullet, you say? That's mighty curious.
Truly curious. If you hanged him, how did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only little logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
Sire, it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their very eyes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you again, why was this in the victim's head?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
I meant before he was hanged.
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
Don't worry, I'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
It's not like you blew it wide open, but there's a little crack in there, somewhere.
We're gonna try to establish authority again. Let's get it this time. Fingers crossed.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I got so drunk I drove my car to the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. Yeah, that's what we'll go with.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffiti everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Actually, the graffitio isn't quite off yet, is it?
Congratulations. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push, quick.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What's her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due with an O-U.
Shit. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Oosh. Miss Orange Disco Dancer?
Sure. Why not? You've probably seen her around.
We're failing this one.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
So what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
Okay, cool. How well, though?
Well enough, Copper. We party. She's been here for a few months.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah. Our Miss Aranye Disco Dancer is an immigrant, or a drifter of some sort. Been staying over here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with the partying she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
You said you partied, but what did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right?
Yes, and no. Got something to say about it?
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance of I don't give a shit.
The rape one, was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
We could establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
So what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Was like that karaoke incident all over again. Or like some of the other girls he was harassing.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
I think I know her.
You don't know her.
I'll say nothing.
Good boy.
Thank you, I'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
I'm going to take off now. I'm not going to tell him about the witness to the hanging. Alright, well, giant leap forward, found the actual cause of death, got Titus to finally speak to me. So yeah, huge. That's actually really good. So I'll continue this next time. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.